Please see the video till the end.
Okay students, now we will solve the practice set 2. Now in practice set 2, the first question is match the following. There are two columns. In first column, measure of angles is given, and in the second column, depending on the measure of angle, you have to identify what type of angle it is. So let's solve this first question. Now in this column, the first angle shown is 180 degree. Now let's see 180 degree. Recall, if the angle measures 180 degree, what type of angle it is? Yes, it is a straight angle. Okay, second one. If the measure of angle is 240 degree. Yes, you know that when the angle measures more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, such an angle is called as reflex angle. Third angle. This angle measures 360 degree. 360 degree means complete turn. So when an angle measures 360 degree, it is called as full angle or complete angle. And option D in the second column is the which matches this 360 degree angle. Fourth one, 0 degree. 0 degree means it is called as zero angle. So this is first. Okay students, second question of practice set 2. The measures of some angles are given below. Write the types of each angle. Means write the type of each angle. You have the measures are given and what type of angle it is. So if the angle measures 75 degrees, yes, you know that the angle measuring more than 0 but less than 90 degrees is called as acute angle. So the first angle is acute angle. The angle which measures exactly 0 degree is zero angle. Third one, if the angle measures 215 degrees, so you know that if the measure of the angle is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degrees, such an angle is called as a reflex angle. So this third angle is a reflex angle. Fourth one, 360 degree. Yes, it is a complete angle or a full angle. Fifth one, 180 degrees. If the angle measures exactly 180 degree, so such an angle is called as straight angle. So this is a straight angle. Sixth one, 120 degree. Yes, if an angle measures more than 90 degree but less than 360 degree, less than 180 degree, more than 90 but less than 180, such an angle is called as obtuse angle. So this angle which measures 120 degree is a obtuse angle. Seventh one, 148 degree. Again, this is also less than 180 degree but it is more than it is more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So this is also a obtuse angle. And eighth one, the angle which measures exactly 90 degree is a right angle. So this is the solution for the second question of practice set 2. Okay, let's see the third question of practice set 2. Look at the figures given below and write the type of each of the angle. Now there are 6 figures, figure A, figure B, figure C, D, E and F. In these 6 figures, some angles are given and depending on the measures, now no need of exactly measuring it with the help of a protractor. By looking at the angle itself, you can make out what type of angle it is. Now children, let's discuss about this first figure. In this figure A, one angle is given. Can you tell me, is it more than 90 degree? No. So this angle is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degrees. So this is a acute angle. This is an acute angle. Second figure. Now the figure itself shows that between these two arms, the measure is 90 degree. So this is a right angle. Now this angle. Now here we don't have to measure from this arm to this arm we have to measure from this arm to this arm. So not from this arm to this arm, but from this arm to this arm. This arrow shows like that. So can you make out whether it will be more than 180 or less than 180? Yes, exactly, it will be more than 180 degree, but less than 360 degree. So this is the reflex angle, fourth angle, which is in figure D. Straight angle, it measures exactly 180 degree. Both the arms are in a straight line. So it is a straight angle. This angle, now the arms are on each other and neither it is shown by some circular arrow that they make an angle. So there are two arms, but you can only see one arm because they lie exactly upon each other and they make a angle of 0 degrees. So this is a 0 angle. And the last one, two arms are there. You can see by these two arrows. One is this arm and the other is this arm. So by this circular arrow, by this circle and an arrow, it shows that it is taking a full turn. So this is a full angle or a complete angle. So this is the solution of your question number 3 of practice set 2. Okay students, the last question, the fourth question is the last question of the practice set 2. Now in this question you are told, use a protractor to draw an acute angle, a right angle and an obtuse angle. Now you know how to use the protractor. First I will just brief you about the protractor. Now as you see, a protractor is a semicircle. A protractor is a semicircle. And one groove, can you see here? So this is the center of the protractor. Means this is the actually center of a circle of which protractor is a semicircle. So this groove is the center of the protractor. And if you can see, the edge, semicircular edge of the protractor is divided into small units. Can you see? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 like that till 180. And from this side also, that is from left side also, it is divided into 180 parts. And from right side also it is divided into 180 parts. And each part is which measures 1 degree. So if you start from the right side and go anti-clockwise direction, so from you have to measure it from 0. So from left side also, if you go to the right side in an anti-clockwise direction, this semicircular edge is divided into 180 parts from both the sides. So whenever you are measuring an angle, suppose this is angle ABC and I want to measure it. So what you do? This is the baseline of the protractor. Now the protractor with you in your compass box, it's little different. The baseline of your protractor is just a dark black line. So this is the groove which is the center of the protractor and this is the baseline of the protractor. Now here, whenever you want to measure an angle, now protractor is used to measure the angle also and it is also used to draw an angle with the given measure. Now I want to measure this angle. So what you do? First, this groove, that is the center of the protractor. Now in your protractor, which you use from your compass box, there one baseline means it's a dark black line, and one line like this perpendicular line is there. So wherever those two lines intersect, that is the center of your protractor. Now the center of the protractor, you have to keep it on the vertex of the angle. So I will keep it like this. Okay. Now my center of this, my protractor, is exactly on the vertex of the angle, and my baseline, it should align with the arm of the angle, one arm of the angle. Now here, my baseline of this baseline of the protractor is also called as line of reference. Now this baseline is on the arm BC. Now here, this is the vertex and this is arm BC. Now arm BC is towards the right hand side of the vertex. Means this arm extends towards the right side of the vertex B. So we have to start from 0. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And now after 60, you have to see how many divisions. There are 2 divisions. So the measure of this angle is 62 degrees. So in this way, we measure the angle. Students, one more thing. If suppose one angle is given, these are the 2 arms of the angle say X, Y and Z. Now I'm told to measure this angle, so I will keep the center of the protractor on the vertex Y of this angle, and I will align this YZ arm exactly on the baseline of the protractor. Now this arm does not reach this, or does not even come out of touch this edge of the protractor. So how to take a count is how to measure them. So in such cases, you have to extend the arms. Extend this arm. Both the arms you can extend. So even if you extend the arm, the measure of the angle remains the same. If you extend this arm in this direction till the edge of that board, or indefinitely in that direction, and this arm also till the edge of the board, or in this direction, indefinitely in this direction, still whatever is the measure of this angle, it will remain as it is. So let's start counting from 0. So 60, 61, 62, 63. 63 degrees. So this 63 degrees is the measure of angle X, Y, Z. Now here children, let's come on to this question. Use a protractor to draw an acute angle, a right angle and a obtuse angle. Now acute angle, you know, the angle which measures more than 0 but less than 90 degree is called as acute angle. So this is a acute angle. Now a right angle. So here I have to make use of a protractor to draw exactly an angle of 90 degree. So let this be the vertex of this angle. Okay, so I keep my center of the protractor on the vertex of the angle, and I will align the baseline of the protractor with the arm of the angle. So I'll start measuring the angle. So 0, 10, 20, then I have to, so I'm told to draw a right angle, so I have to draw an angle of 90 degrees. So here 90 degrees is the mark, so I will, with the help of my chalk, I will mark here one point. You can mark it with the help of your pencil, and whatever point you have marked, join that point with the vertex. So this is the right angle you get. And now an obtuse angle. The angle which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So very simple. So this is 90 degree, more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So this is obtuse angle, acute angle, right angle, and obtuse.
Dear viewers, if you feel that this teaching video is useful to you, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also please do share it with your friends and relatives who have students in their families. Please feel free to give suggestions and feedback. Do leave a comment for the same. Myself, Mr. Dinesh Kadu for Maths Enjoyment YouTube channel. Have a good time.